Mark begins each day with an eerie sense of déjà vu, seemingly knowing every moment before it happens. He navigates his morning, from his mother's first words to a fleeting interaction with a girl he longs to connect with. This prescient knowledge isn't a gift, but a curse. Mark is trapped in a perpetual time loop, reliving the same day endlessly. He heads to his friend Hallie's house, carrying the burden of his secret. One day, while waiting at the local pool, a new face appears. A young woman he's never seen before. She drives recklessly, a blur of motion, leaving behind a flyer for a missing dog. Mark searches desperately for her at animal shelters and vet clinics, but finds no trace. Then, a peculiar discovery. A $100 bill left as a tip at a restaurant, exactly where he expected it. It's then that he meets Margaret, the mysterious girl from the pool, and realizes with overwhelming relief that he is not alone. She, too, is trapped in the same repeating day. Mark, thrilled to have a companion, shares his collected perfect moments, the tiny magical occurrences that make the day unique. He gets her number and, in subsequent loops, tries daily to impress her with outrageous hairstyles. Finally, they arrange to meet. They bond over their shared predicament, recounting everything they've seen and done in their endless day, exploring the peculiar nuances of their looping existence. Yet, Margaret frequently receives mysterious phone calls, causing her to abruptly leave. The next day, after another one of her unexplained departures, Mark seeks out his friend Hallie. Mark decides to surprise Margaret, who has a keen interest in aerospace. He takes her to a special place, revealing a thoughtful gesture to connect with her passion. After a successful date, Mark returns home. That evening, he confronts a difficult conversation with his father about his future, a conversation he's relived countless times. He lies to his dad, and his sister catches him in the act. As their quest for tiny perfect moments grows tedious, Margaret leads Mark to a hidden, restricted area. There, they find a thrilling escape, indulging in a rebellious act of stress relief. They hatch a daring plan to break the loop, flying over the international date line. At the airport, Margaret hesitates and ultimately bails, leaving Mark to attempt the escape alone. Despite Mark's solo attempt, the day resets, bringing him back to square one. He begins to shift his focus, finding joy in the small moments of his family's lives, like listening to his father excitedly share book recommendations. He attends his sister's soccer game, truly present for her, and finds fulfillment in helping others within the confines of the looping day, sharing happiness in unexpected ways. After an injury, Mark finds himself at the hospital, where he spots Margaret. The truth of her daily disappearances is finally revealed. She has been spending every loop by her dying mother's bedside. Later, Margaret spots the missing dog from the flyer. This sparks a realization. Mark's map of tiny perfect things might hold a hidden pattern, a key to breaking the loop. She deciphers the times and locations of these perfect moments, searching for a missing piece. Her calculations lead her back to the pool at 7 a.m., where Mark is waiting. Margaret confesses her deepest fear. She wanted time to stop so she wouldn't have to face the inevitable loss of her mother. The map, she explains, holds one final perfect moment, and once found, the loop will end. Together, they create that last perfect moment, allowing Margaret to finally accept her grief and the natural flow of time. The next morning, the loop is broken. They wake to a new day, a world moving forward. Their first act in this new reality is to return the lost dog to its rightful owner, a symbolic gesture of moving on and embracing the future. The map of tiny, perfect things reminds us that even in the most ordinary days, there is profound beauty, and in acceptance, true freedom.